we are really going to miss so much, and I wish the family the strength to shoulder this huge cross. She was a great person that history will never forget her so soon.
All right. The upcoming protests has continued to garner divergent views from several stakeholders in the country. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Abbas Tajudeen, has appealed to organizers of the nationwide protests, especially Nigerian youths, to drop their plan in the interest of the country and its citizens. Abbas, who noted the frustration and the reservations of the Nigerian youths, said the Bola Tinubu-led administration is not relenting in efforts to bring succor to Nigerians. He therefore urged the youths to remember that nation building is a collective task. The Speaker is talking about youth jettisoning their proposed strategy. So I think we need to hear from the Speaker himself.
We are living through challenging times, and I want to acknowledge the difficulties that many of you, especially our youth, are facing. The economic pressures, social uncertainties, and other related concerns weigh heavily on our nation. Your frustrations and reservations are not lost on us. We hear your cries for change, for a better and more equitable Nigeria. I want to assure you that these concerns are taken with the utmost seriousness by the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. We are committed to listening, engaging, and working with you to find sustainable solutions to the issues that confront us. The government has initiated several policies and programs aimed at addressing the needs and aspirations of our youth. One of such initiatives is the introduction of student loan to ease the burden of educational expenses and ensure that no Nigerian youth is denied the opportunity to pursue their academic dreams due to financial constraints. The Tinubu-led administration has also made significant strides in providing access for funds for young entrepreneurs. Such various schemes such as the Consumer Credit Scheme, designed to support innovation and enterprise. In addition, we are focusing on job creation and skills development. Programs aimed at enhancing employability and creating sustainable livelihoods are being prioritized. We are committed to ensuring that the Nigerian youth are not only job seekers, but job creators. I also want to highlight the efforts of the House of Representatives in this regard. We are in the process of developing formal legislative mechanisms to ensure continuous engagements and dialogue with our youth. We believe that your voices must be heard, and we are creating platforms for regular interactions to build consensus on the way forward. Therefore, I urge you to remember that nation building is a collective task. We must shun violence and embrace dialogue. Your right to protest is acknowledged and respected. Let us use the legitimate avenues to express our grievances and work together towards constructive solutions. At this juncture, I appeal to the proponents of these planned nationwide protests to show their action in the interest of our dear nation. Let's give the government more time. Let's open doors for purposeful dialogue with the government. As I mentioned earlier, there are measures taken by the government to nip our challenges in the bud. In conclusion, I want to reaffirm the commitment of the House of Representatives to stand with you, to work with you, and to ensure that your future is bright. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Julian, one thing you will give to this planned protest is that they succeeded in getting the attention of government. Everybody in government, you know, is saying something, consulting, ministers meeting their constituents, senators, everybody talking to the youths. Yes. So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing, when we're talking about engagement, this is what it means. Mr. President has sent out his ministers. You saw the Minister of Water Resources went to his town, you know, to distribute fertilizers, rice, and all that. We've seen the Minister of Labor and Productivity also engaging and trying to explain that, look, it is not right to think that we are aloof, we are not concerned, you know, just as some people are making the silly claim that
Yes,
Mr. President is held hostage. How can anybody hold Bola Ahmed Tinubu hostage? You think because he's advanced in years than when he was governor, that he can be held hostage? This one? People talk about people that they don't know. How much of the man do you know? What do you even understand by holding someone hostage? How much grasp of English language do you have? Do you know the meaning of holding someone hostage? Yet to see him still attending to issues. Look at all of those times when we complained about some things. The cyber security levy is one. The president came out to say no. At this point, no. And there have been others. Somebody held hostage will not be taking decisions after Nigerians have said, look, we do not want this. He will be held hostage by his minders and will be completely detached from what is happening in the country. This president is not completely detached
at all.
He has taken 10 steps since they started making moves about this protest. 10 steps. I do not have time, so I cannot reel out all of those steps. But within that time, we know steps that have been taken to address this inflationary trend, including the decision that, okay, from now, no import duty on food. That's a precedent that they said is held hostage. I mean, today we saw the Senate having a meeting even after they've gone on recess.
On vacation.
Yes, look at the Speaker of the House of Reps too, showing concern and saying, gentlemen and women, let's not do this. It is not. And when you said that these guys appear to have achieved something, drawing the attention of government, you are very right. You are right on the money. Because the government is not prepared to take the risk that it took with NSAS. So that is the thing. You can actually, and a protest that no one, if the protest can start and then it spirals out of control. What do you do? So as people are saying, we don't want Kenya-style kind of protest. Even in the case of the Kenyans, they said, okay, only 2 days a week. But you want us to go and protest indefinitely? Abba.
So the stakeholders, they've shown enough concern, they've gone to the grassroots, and they've been reaching out. If you see the number of groups that have dissociated them, themselves from this planned protest, you understand. I saw Asari talking yesterday at the South-South conference. That
because they're engaging them.
Yeah. That if you say I collect money, you to go and collect your own. You know, Asari now, that anybody that protests here, I'll give him water.
I think just we have made it clear over and over again that protest is legitimate. It's entrenched in the Nigerian constitution. And even in societies, tyrannical societies where protests are not allowed, people defy the order not to protest because it's a natural instinct in every man, in mankind. If you don't give a child food and you are saying you must not cry, make a law, you are wasting your time. The child will cry. Personally, what did you bring? And then people in power, you know, it's not just about the president this time who have just spent 1 year, but there are historical entrenched systemic problems. Look at what we went through the whole of last time before the election. Policies of CBN, deciding to muzzle the country, decide to destroy the country. Up to now, we are still suffering. You go to bank, you want to collect money that you want to spend. You cannot get 20,000. They ask you to go to POS. So somebody in Iraq has more money than a bank. Look at even what we are talking about now. There is, people are saying they want to protest. Look at what the NNPC is doing, creating fuel crisis at this time. So there are grounds, grounds for Nigerians to say, okay, we want to protest. I was in different taxis up and down in Abuja. People are saying, I didn't meet anybody who was against the protest. But everybody was afraid of violence. In fact, people say, okay, they will come out, but some people are saying, if there is violence, they will stay at home. So I think we all agree that there's a need for people to express their views, but it has to be peaceful. Because if there is violence, it's an ill wind that blows no one any good. And I don't think that anybody will be inside a plane and you don't read the pilot very well. So if you are in Nigeria, the first thing that you have to read the president very well, because if the pilot crashes the plane, all of us will be in trouble. But beyond the president, consultation should also be at the local government level. I don't think the local government chairmen are doing enough compared with what the House of Rep is doing, what the president is doing, what the state assembly is doing. Look at Lagos. The governor had made several groups. Ekiti State, the same thing. Some governors even address, their citizens. How many governors have done the same thing? House of Assembly should go to the areas and educate, talk to their people and engage them, people that voted for you. And I think there are also areas of potential conflict that we need to address, and that is the NNPC. This question of causing, a lot of politicizing the economy of oil. For instance, now in the Niger Delta, people are talking about you fail to renew contract people that are protecting pipelines. So there are thousands of people that have no job now to do. What is the NNPC doing about that? There are also issues that are raising there, because I was following their debate on Niger Delta Forum, that we are giving this thing to politicians to go and protect pipelines. That's NNPC. So the government needs to do something about what is going on in NNPC. So we need to rejig so that there be access to fuel. Then you cannot be talking about fuel scarcity in the country that produces fuel. They're not pipeline production where the protection that the users are angry that you have not renewed their contract. Do something about it. Politicians, take it away from them. Give it to professionals. You know that when you are talking about Niger Delta, you are talking about people like Tompolo. You are talking of Benson, Olwage. Don't give pipelines in territories that are not Ijo to Igbo or to Yoruba, or the one in Shekiri, give it to Ijo. There will be crisis. So things that we need that we know can bring crisis, NNPC should intervene. It's really procurement of steady supply of fuel. Okay. So that we don't just blame the president for everything. All right.
Once beaten, they say twice shy. In an apparent move to forestall wanton destruction witnessed during the